Welcome to the Best Things Podcast. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Best Things Pod as well. Now, here are your hosts, Craig and Aaron.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to the Halloween episode of the Best Things Podcast. I'm Craig, by the way. This is Aaron. I just assume people know who we are at this point.
We're that famous. We need no introductions.
It's Halloween for the majority of the country, or Halloween week. Not if you're a fan of the Texas Rangers, though. It is World Series week, baby. Congratulations, my guy.
Yes, thank you.
Finally, one of our sports teams is doing
There has
something successful.
not been a lot to celebrate in my sports arena in recent years.
No,
So I am repping the Rangers gear.
I don't blame you, man.
I might hate your burgers. I might hate your Longhorns.
This is a reference to Whataburger, by the way, in case you were confused.
But Texas, I love your Rangers.
You know, we mentioned several times on the show, you know, we have an affinity for sports. We both love sports teams. And it feels like in the years past that we've done this show, you know, it's always like, the Rangers, you just gave up on them. This year, they had a year.
We had a year. It was really good, then it was really bad, then it was sort of good, then it was mediocre, then it was really bad, and then it was really good. It was a roller coaster ride of a season, and I gave up on them about a month before the season ended. We just had a total collapse, lost, like 13 of 17 games in a row, blew a 7-game lead in the division, scrapped and clawed our way in a 3-way fight with the Astros and the Mariners to make it to the playoffs, and then just lit the world on fire.
Yeah. So this comes out Monday. So y'all will be this is the third game. It would be Monday night, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully you're.
Hopefully I'm happy. Hopefully I'm happy.
But in the last series, y'all didn't win a single home game.
We did. It did not bode well for us. And if that's the case, then we're going to lose the World Series.
Yeah. So who knows? Hopefully it goes better.
Ain't nothing going to bring me down though.
No. So good luck, Ranger Nation. What is the group called? Like, is it just Rangers Nation, or do y'all have like a nickname?
You know, I don't know if we have a nickname.
Yeah.
I don't ever hear anybody really address us as anything.
No. Well, good luck regardless. I'm pulling for you.
I think most of the country was pulling for us against the Trastros.
Yes, absolutely.
We single-handedly made Dusty Baker retire from baseball.
Which this is the first time in several years that the Astros or the Dodgers aren't in it.
So, and it's an interesting story because the Rangers have been so bad in recent years. The Diamondbacks have been awful in recent years. Both have 100+ loss seasons just in the last couple of years, and now both teams are in the World Series. So, I mean, I don't know who's going to win this. I thought Arizona was the team that I would like to have played, not Philadelphia. But, man, Arizona's playing some really good baseball right now.
Yep.
And they're very young. They're too young to know to be scared going into the World Series. I think they're just like,
No fear.
we're here. So
They expect. I mean, both teams probably expect to win, but I don't know. There's your sports update, everybody. Basketball season is here. We were at the game yesterday. Or Saturday. It's in the future for us, but in the past for you.
Yep.
We're not talking about football at all.
Nope.
In any regard.
It doesn't exist.
College, pro, doesn't matter. It just.
How's your fantasy team doing?
We're not talking about that either.
Not going to talk about that either, huh?
No.
Okay. That kind of year.
Not talking about football at all. Welcome to the show. We're not talking sports the whole time. It is the Halloween episode. We are, before we get into it, we got to tell you, subscribe if you haven't already. Wherever you're listening or watching this, hit the subscribe button. Leave us some feedback. You can call or text us, leave us a voicemail, or send us a message, 585-BESTIE5, 585-237-8435. Follow us on the socials at Best Things Pod. Now that I got that out of the way, Halloween candy. You like it? You for it or against it?
2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up to Halloween candy. I mean, it doesn't even have to be Halloween.
That's true.
Just 2 thumbs up.
Do you eat it more at Halloween time though? Do you eat candy regularly, or because it's sitting out in places during this time of year, you pop a
Yeah,
Smartie
probably
or
so.
something?
Gummy bears gummy candies.
Yep.
They're typically at home.
Okay.
That's going to be a game or a movie snack.
Okay.
Other candies, honestly, I don't know. A lot of times I get candies at Christmas a lot.
Yeah. I'll probably eat more candy around Christmas.
That's what
than-
I'm thinking.
Than even Halloween. Some of you may be if you're a long-time listener of the pod, you may be saying, Craig, didn't you guys do a Halloween candy episode? Technically, no. We did a candy episode around Halloween time 3 or 4 years, maybe 3 years ago. Don't go back and listen to it.
I was just going to tell people it was the Mandela effect.
Oh, okay. That's what it was then. We didn't really do it. I'm totally
They
kidding.
have a memory of something very strong. Our dedicated listeners.
Yeah. We have a lot of new listeners on the pod. Thank you, first off, for checking us out. But we also, our quality has gotten way better in the last 3 years. And just the pod in general has gotten better. So we thought we'd revisit this. We've changed our format since then. So we're not limiting ourselves anymore. For those that know, back in the day, we used to only pick out 10 things, which was a cool concept, but also very limiting.
And now we've limited ourselves to 8.
I didn't think about that. But we get to talk about everything first.
Nothing is off limits to talk about.
We have a top 8. Let's be clear. So are you ready to hop into it and talk about candy?
Let's hop like the Easter Bunny.
Wrong holiday.
Oh,
Before we can figure out the best thing, we have to talk about all the things. It's time for the thing about the things.
You know, we mentioned what you're wearing. I got to give a shout out real quick. I am wearing the Haunted Crescent Hotel in famous Eureka Springs, Arkansas shirt.
that's right.
Our friends over at Rock City Outfitters, not a sponsor, but we're both customers. You're
I am a
yeah,
customer.
we're part of their we do their subscription thing. I think we both do. And so this was October's shirt of the month. So shout out Rock City. Great quality stuff.
I enjoy their fart newsletter.
yeah,
Do you get that?
I do get that. That's pretty good too. Okay, so Halloween candy. We've already established most people enjoy Halloween candy. I've got a few statistics here.
Oh, I love statistics. I love numbers. It was a great show, but tell us about the candy statistics.
I would love to. Reese's Cups, according to this data, or data, depending on how you say it,
Should be data.
are the most popular Halloween candy, with 22% of Americans placing them as their favorite treat. Others include, in the following order, according to this, Kit Kat at 15%, Snickers at 14%, Hershey at 12%, and candy corn coming in at 8%. I'm sure we'll talk about all of those in depth at some point, but that surprises me that candy corn is cracking that top 10 there.
According to the National Retail Federation, they are projecting $3.6 billion spent on candy this year. They say that is a 16% jump that blows away previous highs.
My goodness, that's a lot.
We have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
We're trying to get that type 2 diabetes. We need Wolford Brimley to show up.
Yeah. I'm not much of a candy snacker. Like, that's just not my go-to.
Like salty, savory.
Yeah, I tend to
oversweet.
lean that direction. Every once in a while, I'll get in the mood, or I'll feel like it. But like, whenever I go on I'll go on a low carb, low sugar diet from time to time. Candy is never the thing that calls to me. That's never the thing that really
Chips.
It's chips. It's fries. It's that kind of stuff. So, I enjoy candy a lot, but it's not my guilty pleasure by any means. But according to this, the typical household will shell out $25 on Halloween candy, which seems low because we went last week or the week before to get candy for Halloween to hand out, and each bag is like $25. Like a bag of like the 200-piece small pieces of candy is like $25 a pop.
So everybody's talking about inflation this year. Mm-hmm. Is that why we're spending $3.6 billion this year? Just inflation is getting us?
Maybe. But you know what else is you're going to get me on an old man's soapbox, I guess. But shrinkflation is also a very real thing. Have you noticed
Yes, it
this?
is. Yes.
It is the most annoying thing.
Uh-huh.
I when I was getting the candy and I was putting it out into a bowl, I was like, that little miniature Kit Kat looks way more miniature than it used to. Like it has definitely shrunk up. So not only are you paying more, it used to be, you'd pay the same and it would shrink down a little bit. Now you're paying more and it's still shrinking down.
Uh-huh.
It's annoying.
You're right. Hey, you know what we didn't do?
What did we not do?
We didn't tell people about this button.
That's true. I think you guys can see it on the cameras here, but yeah, we have a button. So on if you're a recent listener to the show, then we have something called the Taco Bell bell. And that's this. It used to be over here on this board. Now we have magically moved it. It probably doesn't sound as good through the podcast, but it's going to be way easier for us.
It is.
All we got to do is just tap the button, and boom, magic. We have a bracket at the end of every episode. The 8 things that I almost called you Kevin for some reason. Don't ask me why. The 8 things that Aaron was talking about earlier, we put them in a bracket. So we get to pick 4 of our favorites. And anytime we want to add something, we smash the bell. Like you should smash the bell and subscribe.
Boom. What a segue.
How's that for your Gen Z smash the
Okay, you said the
YouTuber?
bags of candy were about $25 a piece.
I did.
Let me tell you, according to candystore.com, apparently these are the people that are doing all of the research on the trends and statistics for Halloween this year. At least that's what they're claiming. They say the average person spends $31.93 on candy. Were you higher or lower?
You said what?
$31.93.
Higher.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Double?
Probably.
Whoa.
Yeah. Lauren. Lauren wants to go extra. Yeah. So our neighborhood is big into Halloween. We have a lot of trick-or-treaters that
Are you surprised that it says that the average is $31.93? We'll just call it 32.
I am, honestly. I mean, because again, one of those bags of candy is $25, $26. I mean, you can get smaller ones and you can probably get bigger ones, but the ones that we were looking at, that's about the price. So I can't imagine that. I mean, unless maybe there's a lot more of those houses that no kid likes to go to that gives you one piece of candy.
You're doing multiple
We're
pieces?
doing multiple. We'll just give them,
a handful.
We're not going to give a full-on handful, but like we'll give 2 or 3, at least probably 3 pieces of small pieces of candy to a kid when they come by. And if we know them, you're just going to dump a handful of them. Plus, you got to snack on some throughout the night. Like, all of that candy is just for them.
It says over 50% of parents stash Halloween candy to enjoy later in the year. Do you believe that?
I do believe that.
I figured that percentage would be higher than 50%.
Yeah.
50% of y'all are really nice.
That's true.
Half of you.
I have, our kids aren't old enough to do this yet. Although we could go trick-or-treating with the kids, and we would just pocket the candy.
We would get everything.
But I did see, have you heard of something called the Switch Witch?
No.
So apparently it's this thing on the internet now that's becoming more popular where the kid will go trick-or-treating as normal. And then the parent says, you get to pick 5 pieces of candy or 10 pieces, however many pieces of candy. And then the parent takes the rest, puts it in their Halloween bucket or whatever, leaves it on the front porch at night. And then the next day or overnight, the Switch Witch comes and switches the candy for a toy or cash or some kind of a present.
Vegetables?
I doubt that. I doubt a kid's going to get excited about that. But like the one video I saw, like, you put the thing of candy out there and the next day the kid opens the door and there's a frozen doll, sitting there. And that way, because the kid doesn't eat all that candy. And so this is a way to say.
It seems like a frozen doll would be kind of creepy.
Are you thinking like a Barbie and ice?
Yeah.
Like the movie.
Like the movie. Like the franchise Frozen. Okay. No, I thought it was like this creepy thing, like you're going to get a frozen doll. Okay.
The movie Frozen. That was funny. So I don't know. It's an interesting idea because you get all the candy as the parent. You know, you're not really trading that candy in anywhere. You get that candy.
You get the candy because there's not really a switch.
No. Sorry, kids, if you're listening, it's your parents. I'm comfortable spoiling.
Have you ever wished you lived in Oregon?
Hard segue, but
It says here
for the weather, yes.
full-size candy bars are the norm for trick-or-treaters to receive in Oregon.
Well, I wish I lived in Oregon when I was a kid. Now,
Why? That just seems like a random statistic that they threw in there, but it's there.
you know, that was reserved for the bougie neighborhoods. You know, the really rich neighborhoods would do that. You know,
You didn't go hit those up?
not very often, no. Because it was, I mean, you got to think about it. Back in the 90s and stuff, that was a lot of work to load everything up in a car and go to a different neighborhood. You know, you just hang out in your neighborhood. People, you know, were a lot more willing to pass out candy. It feels like maybe that's just my situation back then, but our neighborhood was popping back in the day.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I think your neighborhood would have been.
Yeah,
I lived out in the country.
that's true.
Nobody ever stops at our house, ever.
Really?
Never.
Do y'all? Of course, y'all come here a lot too.
Yeah. We just come here.
What did you do as a kid? Did y'all?
Stay home.
You just didn't do anything?
Yep.
Did y'all do, I'm sure y'all did a fall fest or a trunk or treat, different day or something. Okay. Do we want to get in some specific candies?
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
That's what we're here for.
Chocolate or sour candies first?
Oh.
I think we pick a lane
Okay.
to start with.
Well, let's pick the chocolate lane.
Okay. We're in chocolate land. Let's talk about Reese's. Let's get it out of the way real quick.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Okay. I didn't know if you looked like you were about to pounce.
No. It's this says that Reese's is the most popular Halloween candy in Arkansas.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, good job, Arkansas. It is the best.
Yes.
I don't think there's a lot of argument.
Are we just filling it in now?
Oh, yeah, nobody has hit. I love this new button. Yeah. I'm gonna
So
put
you're
number
taking
one.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
I'm taking everything else Reese's then.
I'm just taking Reese's. Like, I don't think you can limit it to one thing.
So you're saying Reese's peanut butter cups and Reese's Pieces are equal?
Equal?
Because Reese's peanut butter cups are not chocolate. So they cannot be talked about in this segment. They are strictly peanut butter candy.
Reese's Pieces?
They are.
That's true. I'm going to go the peanut butter and chocolate items. I mean, I'm just going to include Reese's all together. But
As one brand.
as a brand.
So this includes the pumpkin.
Which is better?
Yes.
The pumpkins, the trees, the eggs, all of those things, hands down, the better Reese's products.
You told me recently why that is.
Yeah.
Why is it?
It is because those have gluten in them. Somewhere, somehow, the specialty ones that they bring out for the holidays have gluten. And the regular, plain old, the minis that you get, the full-size cups, are gluten-free. And the only reason I knew that, my wife does kids ministry for our church. And, you know, we have some kids there that may have a gluten intolerance. And they said, we can have the normal Reese's, but we can't have the holiday ones. And we were,
Shout out to gluten.
yeah, gluten obviously makes everything better.
Feel bad for the GF folks.
Yeah. But I will say this me including Reese's, the white chocolate, no. The white chocolate ain't it for Reese's.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No.
Uh-huh.
White chocolate is different.
No.
Yeah, it's not as good.
It's as good.
It's not as good, no.
It's equally good, not quite as good, but equally as good.
Do we need to reteach you what the definition of equal is?
It is the same, but not
Different.
quite. Just slightly different. Because it's not chocolate. White chocolate's not chocolate, right?
That's true.
So it can't be as good as chocolate,
Okay.
but it's as good of a candy.
Okay, so
Does that make it more clear?
let me process for a second. So, as far as a candy goes, the
It is-
experience, it is as good.
It is Sure.
but it's not the same.
I like a white chocolate peanut butter cup.
So
those are good.
I don't like them as much.
Sometimes they taste better.
I've realized I don't like white chocolate nearly as much as I used to. And maybe it's the whole every 7 years your taste change kind of thing. But like, I used to love white chocolate stuff. I cannot tell you the last time I had white chocolate at all.
Didn't you used to be a
enjoy it.
big Zero fan?
Yeah. And my brother he was a bigger one than I was. But I haven't had it in a while.
It's white chocolate.
Yeah.
My wife tried to convince me it was just a white chocolate Snickers. It's not.
No, there's something else in there different.
Yeah, they are different.
Yeah, they're
I
very
got
different.
thoughts to share later.
Zero doesn't have peanuts, does it? I don't think Zero has peanuts in it.
I don't think it does. But I have thoughts about it. I want to share later. 12 states say that Reese's peanut butter cups are the most popular candy in 12 states.
I believe it. Can I guess those states without looking?
Sure. I already told you Arkansas was one of them.
You did tell me Arkansas.
So there's that.
You said Oregon's giving out full size. I'm going to guess Oregon is one of them.
They are.
How many states did you say?
12.
So I got 2. I don't think Texas is one. I'm
Nope.
going to say Kansas.
Yes.
Let's go. I'm thinking states like Arkansas. I don't think Mississippi's probably something really dumb.
They're stupid.
Okay.
But they're not as stupid as Tennessee and Kentucky are.
Well, thank you for telling me those aren't ones. Nebraska.
Nope.
Dang it. New York.
No.
Dang it. I started out so strong. Utah.
No.
Colorado.
Utah doesn't celebrate Halloween.
Is it just a big blank spot? It's cream corn.
No,
isn't it?
it's
just cream corn in Utah.
it's not. Really, they shouldn't be eating
I give up. I'm
chocolate.
not gonna look.
Utahns, the Mormons are against caffeine, right? And chocolate contains caffeine, doesn't it?
I didn't realize chocolate had caffeine till last night.
What?
My wife said.
What?
My
Who? Your wife? Your grandmother? Who is this? I don't know.
Lauren's grandmother's.
Okay.
Was they were passing out dessert and she said, I don't want the chocolate one because I don't want to stay up all night. And I'm like, well, that seems weird. And Lauren's like, yeah, because the caffeine. And she goes, Grandma, it doesn't have dark chocolate. So, it's regular chocolate, so it's not as bad. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a difference in dark chocolate apparently has almost twice as much caffeine as milk chocolate does. And I didn't even know either one of them had caffeine to begin with. So that was
Wow.
a fun little fact for Craig.
He was this many years old.
I was. So what all states? I give up.
Utah, I want to say this up front. I cracked a joke about you guys, but honestly, Utah is the only, it appears, smart state in the 50 because they have the best candy of all.
Oh.
They do have something that's better than Reese's. They
Okay.
do. Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Kansas, New Mexico, Arizona, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Michigan,
I picked the
Maine,
wrong four corner states.
and New Hampshire.
Okay. Those are all smart states.
Those are smart states. Not quite as smart as Utah, but they are smart.
Do we want to get into it right now? We can keep talking
It
about
is-
Reese's for.
We're talking about chocolate,
Yes.
and Utah picked peanut butter M&Ms.
Yeah, that is superior to Reese's Pieces.
It is.
I don't know why, because regular
It has the chocolate in there.
the worst.
Yeah. Yes. I think I mentioned that I didn't like M&Ms
Yeah.
a few years ago on the podcast when we talked about candy. Reese's or M&M peanut butter,
Yeah,
number one.
number one.
Yes. It is, and I'm surprised that no other state has that picked. According to snackandbakery.com, I think USA Today, wherever they're getting their statistics, must be from the same place.
What I want to know is why did Reese's make the decision not to include the chocolate? In it?
I don't know. Because I like a Reese's Piece.
Yeah,
But
they're
you
great.
add the chocolate, and it's just superior.
It is good. It is really, really, really good. Regular M&Ms are below mid for me. I don't enjoy them.
Yeah, they are.
Useless calories. Peanut
And that's what
M&Ms.
Texas is doing. They're doing
Are they
M&Ms.
really? Oh my gosh. Peanut M&Ms, great. Yeah, above average. What other M&Ms?
There's brownie M&Ms.
Okay, have you had those?
No.
It's too much. It's over the top.
I think some of their things that they've been trying are, because I've had the caramel M&Ms.
I don't mind the first caramel one. One or two, great. You can't eat more than that, though.
They're very sweet.
Too much.
What about coffee?
I like the coffee ones.
Is it a coffee bean that's in it?
No.
It's just coffee
It's
flavor.
just coffee flavor chocolate in there. So I enjoy those. Those are pretty good.
There's a cookie.
The cookie one, underrated.
Never had it.
Delicious. But you don't like Whoppers, do you?
Yeah, I'll eat a Whopper.
Do you like Whoppers? It has that kind of it's got the crispiness inside of it. So
Malt.
yeah, kind of like that. But it's obviously a cookie flavor.
Mint.
I can't remember if I've had a mint one or not.
Almond.
I do. It's just half an almond, right?
I think it is.
Because a whole almond would be a lot.
That would be a big M&M.
Something. Well, okay, let's go back through these and rapid fire. Give them a 1 to 10. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna go with you first. Here we go. Regular M&M,
3.
peanut M&M,
7.
peanut butter M&M,
10.
almond,
6.
coffee. I don't know if you've had it.
1.
Fudge brownie,
Haven't had it.
mint.
1.
What else is there?
Did you say cookie?
Cookie.
Haven't had it. There's the crispy one. The Rice Krispie.
Is that not the same as cookie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they're different.
Maybe I'm getting those two confused. I don't remember.
Caramel.
What do
4.
You give it a 4? That's probably about right.
Mini.
Underrated. You don't like the minis?
No.
I love the minis.
It's the same thing as an M&M, but worse.
But no. It's so much better than a regular M&M.
How?
Because the ratio. Because you're not eating just one. So the ratio, you're getting more candy coating than you are the chocolate, because you're having to put a whole mouthful of them in there. Yeah, the M&M minis are great. I'm sure they have a peppermint one for Christmas.
What about white chocolate?
I don't think I've had that.
Neither have I. Campfire s'mores.
Didn't know it existed.
Dark chocolate.
I haven't had that either.
Yeah, they have pretzel M&M. Those are good.
Are they good?
Yeah, I like the pretzel M&M. I'll give it a 6.
Okay. I'm gonna go back. Well, I'm gonna go back to Reese's in a second when we get done talking about M&Ms. I don't know how much more you have left to talk about M&Ms. Okay, we're gonna go back to Reese's for a second. Then I've mentioned this to you last week when we were together. One of the best Reese's things I have had recently is they do the big cup M&M or Reese's now, and it is a big cup Reese's, and it has potato chips in it. It's delicious. You got the salty, the sweet, the crunch is in there. It works great. They also have like a pretzel one. They have other kinds of stuff that has stuff in it. But I just wanted to shout out. They have that Nutrageous one. The potato chip in the Reese's cup. 10 out of 10.
Apparently, they have 63 candy products.
Oh my gosh!
We need to dedicate an entire episode to Reese's.
Apparently, we do.
Thrillist has an article where they've ranked them all.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not going to go through all 63 of them, so everybody can just calm down there. I just want to mention that number 62 on their list is the white chocolate pumpkins.
See?
They say white chocolate is a nightmare.
Yeah,
this is a
not good.
medical fact. Disagree, take it up with science.
I don't know how it's scientific.
And then they put white chocolate eggs at 61.
White chocolate is not as good.
Peanut butter cups at 60. This is absolutely ridiculous. You guys are a bunch of cotton-headed ninny muggins.
No, white chocolate is not as good. It deserves to be at the bottom of the list.
Tuesday night. Is there white chocolate in that stuff that you got?
I have no idea.
We're going to do a blind test.
We'll
We're
get
going to bring some.
Okay.
Because we like to do blind tests.
love
on
to
this.
do it.
I think that you're going to be surprised. When we can't see this, it's going to explode
Okay. All right.
with flavor. And whenever we get to this, because I want to do this episode at some point.
Okay.
Because I'm mad. I'm big mad.
We got Aaron mad. What do they have number 1?
That's where I'm trying to get.
It's got to be just...
They're going to put miniature eggs. They rank number 1.
I didn't know they had mini eggs.
I'm trying to find the... it's loading pictures, so 63 pictures are trying to load down there. Number 2, they had mini cups.
Okay. The mini cups are fine. They're not nearly as good as the regular ones.
No. Big cups with pretzels is number 3.
Wow.
I don't think I've tried that one. The OG peanut butter cup is number 4, and the Take 5
Take
is number 5.
is the bar that has the peanuts. I think it's got peanuts and pretzels in it, if I'm not mistaken.
They say that it is the Nick Fury of candy.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It has peanuts, pretzels, caramel, peanut butter, and chocolate.
Whew, that's a lot. Okay, well, we'll do a whole Reese's episode at some
And
point.
we should eat all 63 of the items.
I'm here for it. Let's do it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put that right next to the Whataburger versus Sonic we never did.
Where did you rank Reese's at?
I got Reese's number 1.
Okay, so that means that you have the peanut butter cups and the white chocolate things ranked number 1.
Come on.
Just saying, because you said all Reese's products were one thing.
Yeah.
So you've got it number 1.
Law of averages, yes, it is still number 1, but that's gonna be at the bottom of that pile.
You would rank it 63 out of 63.
Yes.
I don't.
Maybe
nope.
not. Maybe
I
not
don't
that.
think you
I
will.
bet there's some stuff in there that I probably don't enjoy as much. I have not had them all. I look forward to the day when we get to. Okay. What else do we have? We've covered. Which, by the way, what does it make you feel whenever you hear people say Reese's?
Nothing, because I've been guilty of it.
Really?
Erica probably says Reese's more than anything. She's like, it's Reese's Pieces. No, it's Reese's Pieces.
Oh, that's funny.
Somebody just hasn't thought it through.
Let's talk about Three Musketeer.
Reese Witherspoon.
Three Musketeer is a great candy also. What is your beef against Three Musketeers? You've said that on the pod before. Like you have some kind of aversion to a Three Musketeer. I don't think it may top this bracket, but I don't think
They're nougat.
are you just not a nougat fan?
No, I like some nougats.
Ted Nougat.
Ted Nougat, McDonald's chicken nougats, not Burger King's nougats. I love a Snickers nougat.
Snickers does have nougat.
I hate Zero nougat.
Okay, talk about Zero for a minute. Because this is the third time it's come up so far in this podcast, and you said I'm going to talk about it later. Go ahead.
Well, because I was waiting until we got to the worst
Okay.
segment.
Okay.
We haven't done a worst segment in a few episodes. I mean, we really haven't had. But I feel like this episode warrants having some worse things, and the Zero bar is going there for me.
Okay.
So I just want to save it till then.
We'll save
I don't want to talk about it at this moment. I got to get amped.
Got to get there. Okay.
Hyped.
Give us another one then.
Me?
Yeah. Pick a candy, a chocolate candy.
Tootsie Rolls.
Okay. Not gonna hit it. No.
This is a classic candy.
Agreed.
It made the top 10. Did you not see that?
What list are you looking at?
I'm looking at CBS News, USA Today, and snackandbakery.com.
I've got the Thrillist pulled up, and it's not in their top 10.
Okay.
But I can see some people.
Hang on. I said it was in USA Today. It's not. It was in CBS News, though.
Okay.
By total weight sold, it was a top 10.
Really?
Yes.
That's really surprising because they're really tiny.
It was number 4 on the list.
And this is just straight up Tootsie Roll, not the Pops, or is this including it at all? Do you know?
Tootsie Pops
Okay.
is what it says.
Still, by volume.
But it's in that Tootsie
Yeah.
universe. You've got the Reese's universe. You've got the Tootsie universe.
That include the movie. The Tootsie universe comprises of Tootsie Roll Pop, and the movie.
Now, let's just talk about the Tootsie products.
Yes. Okay. Tootsie Roll by itself.
Which Tootsie Roll, though?
Okay. If I've got to pick
You
chocolate.
got this one? Wait. They have other flavors?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
There's a vanilla.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
sure.
I love that one. They have a lime one.
Lauren loves
Okay,
the vanilla.
I wasn't even thinking of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of just strictly the chocolate products.
Yeah.
The short one, the long one, the fat.
I don't like the fat ones. It's too much.
No.
It's too much.
I chipmunk that thing. I have made one of those fat. I do. This is one of the ways I work at auto auctions, and those things can go on for a while. And one of the ways that I get through it is I chipmunk one of the fat Tootsie Rolls. and I see how many cars it will last to get through.
You know, you told this story about dots too.
I do it with dots as well.
I'm surprised you don't have type 2, man. Like the amount of candy you eat on a given basis.
It's not every week. It's not every week. I haven't done it in a while, but
While everybody else has got chewing tobacco and they're Aaron, it looks like it, but it's really chocolate.
let me tell you, a lot of the individuals I work with in the auto auction industry are big into Skoal and chewing tobacco, all that kind of stuff. And they're always, they got their spit bottles and their spit jugs and their spitting. I mean, there's a lot of spitting involved with that. If you have an aversion to spitting, I recommend not going to auto auctions or something. But the individuals I work with, they're all into that. I'm over here like wadding up this, this fat Tootsie Roll and shoving it in my cheek. And it looks like I got a chaw of tobacco over here too. But it's not. It's just a Tootsie Roll if you see me there.
The fat ones, no. The long, skinny ones, I do like those. Those are the superior Tootsie Roll.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. The fat one is. The longer it lasts, the better it is.
I don't know that I want that just hanging out there for that. I want
45 minutes.
I just want to enjoy, break off a piece and just kind of eat it as you go.
See, I don't chew it.
45 minutes?
Yeah. That's impressive, isn't it?
45 minutes.
That's impressive.
You're just, no, man.
Because it's just there. What I do with the dot is I see how long one dot will last.
Oh my gosh.
I've made one of those little tiny boxes of dots. It's got 6 or 7. I've made it last up to an hour.
Let's talk about the Pops, though.
The suckers?
The Tootsie Roll Pops, yes. The mini Tootsie Roll Pops, far superior than regular size. Have you had these yet?
I don't know what a mini Tootsie Roll Pop is.
It's a small version of a regular Tootsie Roll Pop. It's a dum-dum size. It's real tiny like that.
I don't think they make those.
They do make those, and they're fantastic.
They do make those.
They are great. That is the appropriate ratio.
I am going to rank... What flavor?
Ooh.
What flavor do you go to?
That's a good question. I don't...
There's orange. What are the flavors of Tootsie Pops?
Is it not just all one flavor?
No.
I feel like it's all just one flavor. I know there's some different colors, but I don't know that... I don't remember there's different flavors.
There's cherry, grape, orange, raspberry, caramel, chocolate, watermelon, and lemon. Strawberry and vanilla.
I guess I've never thought about the flavor. I usually...
Chocolate. I've had chocolate. I've had orange. I've had grape.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I just never thought about it. I think about it when I'm getting a sucker that has gum inside of it, a blow pop. I'll think about the flavor of the sucker then, but I guess I just don't think about the flavor for a Tootsie Roll Pop. Because the goal is to get to the chocolate.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Do you...
Hold, please.
Holding.
Tootsie Pops take between 364 to 411 licks to finish.
Wow.
It doesn't tell me who decided that, but this website that has candy research just tells me that.
Okay. Are you...
Yes. Yes, I am. I don't know where we're going with that. But sure, I'm along. Here we go.
Do you take a sucker like that and just bite into it?
Not immediately, but pretty quickly.
So you're not going to lick it to the end?
No.
What do you just let it hang out in your mouth and just suck on it?
Just the stick or the sucker?
The sucker.
Not for very long, no.
Okay.
I'm a really impatient person when it comes to that kind of thing. I'll suck on it for a little bit, but no. At some point, I'm cracking it open. Were you ever told about the Tootsie Roll Pops and the star? The star on the Tootsie Roll Pop wrapper. Do you remember this?
Somebody has mentioned this to me, but I don't remember it.
It was a thing back in the day where, if your Tootsie Roll Pop wrapper had a star on it, it was usually like somebody with a bow and arrow. There was a star at the end or something like that. If your Tootsie Roll Pop had a star on it, you got a prize.
Oh.
And you could mail that in, and Tootsie Roll would send you a prize. It ended up being completely false. But that was like, I don't know if it's a Mandela effect thing, but I remember that vividly from my childhood. Every time I would get a Tootsie Roll wrapper, you look and see if there's a star on it, because not all of them have it.
Shout out to Vermont, as that is their favorite Halloween candy, and Montana's. favorite Halloween candy.
That seems appropriate for those locations for some reason.
Well, in Montana, it does because it's kind of desolate. You feel like they're kind of behind the times. Like they haven't quite heard that Reese's peanut butter cups are out. News doesn't travel fast in Montana. A lot of cows there.
It's true.
I could see that. Vermont, they're really into maple syrup.
I'm surprised there's not like a maple candy. I mean, I know there are out there. I guess there's not like a big brand.
You ever had a maple creamy?
Nope. Didn't know that was a thing.
It is in Vermont.
All right, let's move along. What about Twix?
I don't like Twix.
You don't like Twix?
Nope.
Is it the caramel? Is it the cookie? Is it
This is the cookie.
is the cookie? You don't like
Yep.
the cookie part?
Nope.
I like a good I like a goo.
Yep.
I like a good Twix every once in a while.
Nope.
What about Snickers?
Delayed reaction. there.
Delayed. Where do you want it?
2.
Worthy spot.
These should be only given out. Hear me out, people.
Okay.
These should be given out as full-size treats.
No fun size.
No fun size, no miniature size. People deserve a full-size Snickers.
That is what the Mars company has done. I didn't realize this to the last couple of years. You know, you have your full size. I'm going to go on a mini rant here.
Yep.
The king size?
Yep. You remember king size when we were
Yeah.
young?
King size was a big old
It was a
freaking
big
candy
one.
bar. Now it's just
Yep.
2, just barely larger than half of a normal size
Yep.
candy bar. Oh, it makes me angry. And then you had 3 sizes growing up. You had the regular, you had the king size, you had a fun size. And now they've changed the king size. The regular is probably smaller also. And there's a fun size that's a little smaller than it used to be. And now there's a miniature. So the miniature is that little square. The fun size is just barely bigger than that. I'm just so angry. I have so much anger built up, I can't even fully articulate how angry I am sometimes at the candy corporations for doing that kind of stuff to us.
I agree.
But Snickers is delicious. I love a good Snickers.
It was, for the longest time, it was my favorite
Yeah.
candy.
There's a lot of variations of that too. You've got the regular, you've got the dark chocolate. I think they call it the midnight Snickers. You got almond. Snickers has a peanut butter one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a Snickers peanut butter.
Huh?
Yeah, it's very, very good. My favorite, I don't know if it's controversial or not, but my favorite version of Snickers is the ice cream. That ice cream bar.
I've never had that.
Oh, it's good. It is good. It is dangerous, but it is very, very, very good. It's pretty low in calorie also. I think it's a straight up 100 calories for one of them. So it's a nice little dessert, but it is peanut butter and vanilla ice cream with peanuts in it and a layer of caramel and chocolate over the top. Same size as
Wait,
Snickers.
Snickers crunchy peanut butter? Is that what you're talking about?
Probably. It's good. Get you a Snickers peanut butter.
Have you ever had white chocolate Snickers?
No, because I avoid white chocolate.
What about peanut brownie?
Man, they have a lot too. No, I didn't know about that one.
There was a Snickers universe.
I think there's a universe for every candy now.
What about high protein Snickers?
I can't. That's got to be like a Gatorade bar, like a protein bar.
Is it healthy if you eat that?
I mean, I'm sure it gives you protein. I don't know if that's healthy. Okay. While you're looking at that, I need to go on a conversation here. People who are eating protein bars and protein shakes and saying that's healthy, it's only healthy if you're working out. And you're burning off fats and carbohydrates you need to replenish with proteins. If you're just eating a protein bar, that's not really doing a lot for you. It's probably actually making things a lot worse. So Snickers at your number 2. How about a Kit Kat?
Give me a break. Give me a break.
Break it off. Kit Kat, very solid. We're just going to kind of roll through some of these. We're 45 minutes into this thing. Butterfinger. Whew.
3.
3. Man, you're going all chocolate.
Dang it. Here, reverse that. Don't want it.
You don't want it.
You can have it. You take Butterfinger.
I don't want it either.
You said it the other day. We were talking about Butterfingers the other day. And you said, remember how great Butterfingers are. We should have more Butterfingers.
We should have more Butterfinger. Doesn't mean
And
I
you
want
ain't
to
gonna take it?
take it right away. No. Butterfinger is really good. I wish it didn't stick to my teeth as much. That's the biggest beef I have with Butterfinger. Man, do you remember Butterfinger BBs? Remember those as a kid? They were little like
The round one?
Yeah, little nugget pebbles.
Yeah.
Those were great.
I forgot about those.
Those were really, really good. Peanut or Butterfinger is a good movie snack. I used to
Is
get
it really?
specifically the BBs at the movies a lot of
It seems
times
like you
back
would
in
be
the day.
focused on it being stuck in your teeth.
That's true. Let's see. What else? You got anything? You got other chocolate candies? I've said the last couple. I can keep going, but
Yeah, why don't you keep going for a second?
you got 100 grand bars.
Mm.
They're fine. Mr. Good Bar.
I like a Mr. Good. Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Love Mr. Good Bar. Maybe my favorite of that kind of a chocolate bar.
So in like the Hershey style,
Yeah.
the Crunch Bar,
Yeah.
the Good Bar.
The Good Bar is superior.
It's just peanuts, right? Peanuts and chocolate.
No.
Yeah.
I guess it is, yeah. I thought it might have Crispies in there, but I guess it is just,
I don't think so.
yeah. It's just got peanuts. I'm going to put it at 4. I don't think it's got a...
I'm surprised that you doing that.
I love a good bar. Of course, right behind that we have Nestle Crunch. I'm reading off of a list here on the Thrillist.
How about Mounds?
Okay, you got Mounds and Almond Joy.
Yep, Mounds are far superior because it's dark chocolate.
And then you have the Almond Joy has the single almond and the minis. I guess the full version is it 2 or 3? Or is it just one on the full size too?
No, I think it has multiple.
Okay. But they don't put it in the bar.
Nope,
just
it sits on top, and it's milk chocolate.
I'm okay with those. I used to not like them as a kid because I was not a big on the flaky coconut texture, but I can get into one now. We mentioned Nestle's Crunch used to have the Bunch of Crunch.
I don't remember that.
Those are it's the same situation as the Crispies and the chocolate, just in like it's almost like a Butterfinger BB, just bite-sized pieces. Where are you on Hershey bars? Just plain chocolate Hershey bars.
Below average.
They're not
They're not. They're mid.
very much so. Have you had a Mr. Beast bar yet?
No,
Did you know
I
about this?
didn't know about the Mr. Beast bar.
Was it last year? He came out with his own line of chocolate bars, and he's on this big kick of, Hershey sucks and eat a Beast bar. It is good. I think it is better than Hershey's. I don't think it's life changing. What about a Heath bar?
Ooh, I like a Heath bar. It's got that. What do you call that stuff?
Toffee.
Toffee. Yeah.
Heath is very good. Let's see here. Baby Ruth.
The turd bar.
It was my favorite growing up. I loved a Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth covered in chocolate. It doesn't say anything else in here. I think it's pretty close to a Snickers. I don't think it has the caramel. Junior Mint. I love a Junior Mint.
That's a movie snack.
It is very much a
You
movie
shouldn't give
snack.
that away at Halloween.
No. I forgot we were talking about Halloween.
Like if you came to somebody's house and got a
forgot
Junior
about
Mint or a
Halloween.
York peppermint patty, what would you think?
I wouldn't be mad at it, but you're right. That does seem very strange.
Hang on a second. Let me see if there's any stupid states out there. No.
Go through these states real quick. Any chocolates that we haven't mentioned there? Because
Milk duds. Lots of milk dud states. Mississippi's a milk dud state. Alabama's
That's
a milk
not
dud
strange.
state. That's dumb.
Milk duds are great. What don't you like about a milk
South
dud?
Carolina and North Carolina
But you don't like
That tells you
Are you
anything.
anti-caramel?
and Maryland. No, I'll chipmunk a milk dud.
So why are you poo-pooing on it?
It's not a. It's a mid candy.
You get the little box of milk duds. That's a great Halloween candy.
Nah. Mm-mm.
I mean, you break a tooth
No.
off in that stuff,
Michigan likes pretzel M&Ms the best.
No. Come on, go peanut butter if you're gonna.
Florida, New York, and Nevada and Hawaii join Texas with M&Ms.
Wow.
California's breaking off a piece of that Kit Kat bar,
Okay.
along with, I don't know, can't tell which state it is.
I'm really surprised.
Massachusetts.
I'm really surprised California is not going like Sour Patch Kid or something.
You would think. Colorado's doing Nerds. That's cool.
Yeah, we're going to get into the sweets.
Oklahoma and Kansas. Oklahoma and Nebraska doing hot tamales.
Okay. I see Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah. Remember earlier I said they were stupid because they chose Swedish fish.
Oh, that's Swedish. I don't have my glasses on. I thought that was Sugar Daddy or Sugar Baby. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Those are
I
not,
hate those.
Those are not good either. That is, it has the initial texture that a Milk Dud does, but it never gets softer.
Tennessee. I know we got some fans in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yep. They like the Red Hots.
Ooh, no. Okay, let's get into the sweet, the sugary, sweet stuff,
Okay.
and let's start with Red Hots,
Okay.
gummies and sours and stuff like that. The Red Hots, the Mike and Ike's, the Good and Plenty's, all of those can go away.
Oh no.
Get rid of them all.
No.
Don't Dots.
No.
Get rid of all of it.
No.
Don't want it.
No.
Don't
Why?
eat it. It's not good.
It's gummy.
It's a weird. It's not
Mike and Ike's.
It's a weird gummy. It's
Mike and Ike is a superior movie candy
no. Why? It's
because they last.
It's got barely any flavor.
No, they don't have barely any flavor. They're bursting with flavor. You can taste the juice and the fruit coming out of them.
You cannot. All I taste is rubber. That's what it just tastes like. I'm chewing
You're
rubber.
thinking of something different.
No.
You're thinking of something totally different. I've got some berry Mike and Ike's. I can make one of them things last a long time.
That
After you...
should that be a selling point for these
It
candies?
should be a selling point.
Shouldn't you just enjoy it and move on with your life? Why are
No,
all your
I don't wanna
candies
chew it.
lasting an hour?
You just stick it over here.
Your favorite candy must be an everlasting gobstopper. That's what I've
I
realized.
love a gobstopper.
You want any candy that lasts longer than half an hour.
Sure.
You're happy.
When you take them out of your mouth and look at them after you've had them in there for 15 or 20 minutes,
No,
they're just clear gelatinous things made with that beef gelatin. They're
Yeah, 'cause,
great.
I mean, that's all it is, right? It's just gelatin.
Yeah, flavored gelatin.
No, see, I'm not. I'm
Now
not with any of that.
I was with you on what did you say? Good and Plenty's. That's going on the worst list.
Yeah,
Anything licorice is going on the worst list.
you're not a Twizzlers fan.
I hate Twizzlers.
Red Vines.
I hate Red Vines.
What's the other one? I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know, but if it is a black or a red licorice candy,
It's something ropes. I don't remember.
Twizzler ropes. It was the ones that pulled. You had the strings that
Maybe.
you could pull off of them.
Yeah.
Those are garbage. Airheads. That's what Louisiana's most popular.
I like
thing is.
Airheads.
Nope, those can go away.
What's wrong with Airheads?
You want to talk about something that doesn't have enough flavor and just tastes like sugar? Those things will give you diabetes after the first one. They are so sweet. They're terrible.
That's what
The only cool thing
allure.
about Airheads is the mystery flavor.
mystery flavor is the best one. Yes, hands down.
What is the mystery flavor?
Nobody knows. I really think I heard somebody say that the mystery flavor is a combination of all the flavors. So it's basically a fruit punch. And I don't disagree with that. I think there's probably some truth to that.
I am taking South Dakota.
Okay. Just the state?
Yes.
Is that a candy I don't know about? Enjoy the South Dakota candy, everybody.
They are smart.
Smarties. Okay. So Aaron's taking
No. I have thoughts again. South Dakotans. Is that what they're called? South Dakotans?
South Dakota. Sure. Why not?
Okay. South
Let us know in the
Dakotians.
comments. If you're from South Dakota, South Dakotian.
A South Dakotite. A Dacoite. Not sure.
Nope. Don't know.
SDers. They like gummy worms the best. And I will take,
You want worms.
I want gummy candies.
Okay. So you're not
Gummy bears,
Not
gummy
locking yourself
worms,
into
sour
it.
gummies.
where you want it. So you got 3 and 4 left.
I want 3.
Okay.
I want 2. I want 2.
You want
I want it 2. I want Snickers 3.
Okay.
Yes. Sour gummy worms, gummy snakes, gummy dolphins,
They're all good. I mean, they're
birthday
essentially
hats.
the same thing, just in a different form factor.
Yes.
And I'm tempted to say include Sour Patch Kids in that category also, because that's essentially what a Sour Patch Kids is. It just has the sour maltic acid, right? It has that stuff on the outside of it. If you take that away, it's essentially a gummy bear.
I'll allow it.
I mean, I think you can incorporate Swedish Fish into that category also.
I don't want Swedish Fish in my category.
If I got to get white pumpkin,
That's because you took in a specific company. I'm not taking a specific company. I'm taking the gummies.
Okay. So I'm not going to talk about it. I was going to, but I'm not going to.
Illinois, they like Jolly Ranchers the best. That is a good candy.
It is a very good candy. You like it because it lasts forever, but
The flavor doesn't run out on it either.
no, it doesn't.
You have flavor to the last second when you bend that thing and you just curl it up. And
Yes. I thought I was the only person that did that. You will flatten out a Jolly Rancher, and then
yes, you will.
it's like a hot piece of iron.
Like you're bending a piece of steel. Exactly.
I thought I was the only one. That's funny.
No.
Yeah, those are great. They have you had the gummy Jolly Ranchers?
Yes.
They're very good.
That's in my list of gummies.
Yeah.
Gummy Starburst, Gummy Skittles. Those are all better than the original.
I didn't know Skittles had a gummy.
They do.
Really?
And the gummy versions are better than the original versions of them all.
I'd have to try it. I like Skittles a whole lot, especially sour Skittles. Sour.
I love a sour Skittle.
Sour Skittles are great.
I like tropical Skittles. Skittles are a good candy. I am surprised. I am honestly surprised. I do not see Skittles on this list anywhere
Really?
in the U.S.
Are you
I would have
serious?
thought that some state would take Skittles.
Absolutely.
Where are they at on Thrillist list?
Number 20?
That's outrageous.
That is outrageous. That is
Everybody
really,
knows
that's a
Taste
top
the
10.
Rainbow.
That's a top 10.
It is a top 10. It's about to be top 8.
I'm going to take it at 3. I may knock it off, but for now, I'm going to take it.
Their commercials are outstanding. The one where the kid was picking like the Skittles off of the other person and
Yeah,
eating.
They got a little cringy. at different
That was hilarious. I'm disappointed.
The Thriller says Skittles would be way higher on this list if I could forget the time I put a whole bag in my mouth and cut the insides of my cheeks and all the sugar shrapnel.
Okay, that's a them problem.
That is a personal vendetta. Skittles are great, and you will hurt yourself eating them, especially the sour ones. My wife had to take a break one time because she ruined her mouth just eating sour Skittles.
The people of Ranker have it number 11.
Better. I still think it's in the top 10. Do they have regular M&Ms in the top 10? Or a Hershey
Did I
bar?
miss it? Ranker has Reese's number 1. It feels like everybody around
yeah.
around everything agrees. They have Kit Kat number 2, Twix number 3. Those are both high. They have M&M's number 4, Snickers number 5,
Wow.
Reese's Peanut Butter Pumpkins number 6.
Ooh.
Then a Hershey bar, a Nestle Crunch bar, Reese's Pieces, and Starburst as their top 10.
Skittles would go above Starburst. Skittles would go above Nestle Crunch Bar. Skittles would go above Hershey Bar.
I am also surprised that Starburst didn't make somebody's state.
Yeah.
That feels like a popular candy.
Right.
Now, I mentioned Colorado chose Nerds, and you said something that you wanted to mention Nerds.
I love Nerds.
Oh, you just love Nerds.
I love Nerds. And I'm
Nerd Ropes.
Nerd Ropes is good too.
Those Nerd Gummy Clusters.
Yeah. I'm really torn on what I want to take for my number 2. It's between two different ones, and I don't see either of these on a top 10 or 15 list anywhere.
Let me ask you, when you eat a nerd, do you eat one nerd at a time?
Lord, no. No, you're popping in several of them at a time.
You're just dumping the
You
whole
take
little
that
box?
We're talking specifically Halloween candy here.
Because it's that size. Oh, what, did I talk you into Nerds?
Yeah, I'm taking Nerds right now at 2 because Nerds Halloween, those little boxes are iconic.
They are.
Everybody's gonna.
They're fun.
Every kid's gonna get a box of Nerds. At
Even
some place.
Valentine's
Yes.
Nerds, Christmas Nerds.
Yeah.
I think Nerds are an underrated holiday candy.
They're absolutely. You get the full size versions of them. They usually come in 2 flavors. You got the either side.
Yep.
They've got sour Nerds now. You can get the Nerds rope. Nerds they're great.
But you don't eat them one at a time.
No.
If you really want them to
Psychopath
last,
is eating them one at a time.
to make them last.
Oh my gosh. You are not eating your Nerds one at a time.
No, I'm not.
Okay, thank you. Reevaluate our. We're gonna have a long conversation to Fayetteville tomorrow. No, yeah, you pop that whole thing. I have been known to take an entire one of those little boxes and just put the whole thing in there.
It's a single bite.
Yeah, it's like chewing Sonic Ice, but it's sugar. I mean, that's essentially what it is.
What about Pop Rocks? Are Pop Rocks still a thing?
They are still a thing. They still make them.
People don't hand those out at Halloween. Why don't we?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Those are fun.
They are fun. Here's my beef though with Pop Rocks. They don't have a lot of I wish they had more flavor. You get that reaction, but you don't have a lot of flavor in it. And so that's my only knock against those.
Let's see. Pennsylvania and Ohio are choosing Mars bars. Honestly, I don't even know what a Mars bar is.
Who's eating a Mars bar? That feels like an old school. That was the first candy bar of the Mars Corporation. I don't even know what's in there.
I don't either. Delaware is the only state choosing Hershey's.
Wait, hold on. Pennsylvania? Hershey, Pennsylvania?
I am looking at this, asking myself, why is the most popular candy in Pennsylvania a Mars bar? Now, it may be made by the Hershey Company.
Maybe.
But shouldn't Hershey's chocolate itself,
That's
your
their
namesake,
thing.
that's what you're known for? And you're letting Delaware have it?
That's funny.
Gosh.
What about Runts?
Nope.
You don't like Runts? Too chalky?
Chalk candy.
Yeah. Let's talk about all the chalk candies that you're going to hate for a second.
Well, Wyoming likes sweet tarts.
See, and I was debating on putting that in here.
Sweet tarts.
I love sweet tarts.
So does Erica. She loves Smarties. I hate
Love
those. Any kind of chalk candy goes on the worst list.
I absolutely disagree. I would even there's a lot of candies I hate worse even than a Necco wafer. And Necco wafer is the worst of the chalk candy, but there are still some that I think that I would take that over a lot of candies.
That's ridiculous.
But I was tempted to put sweet tarts on here, but I knew that you would not let it. You wouldn't even give it a fighting chance.
Gotta get a 0.
I love a good sweet tart. Sweet tart has some gummies.
I like a sweet tart gummy.
They have these little dots too that are really good.
Do you want to put sweet tart gummies on your list?
Well, you already have gummies.
Oh, okay, so I get
I'm just
those as well.
Yeah, I think that just falls in the category. But I like OG sweet tarts in the roll. So sorry. I mean, none of those are going to make the bracket because we got a hater over here. But sweet tarts, Smarties, the works. Runts. I like Runts too, except for the banana flavored Runts. Those are the worst.
What about Sprees? I love Sprees.
I do like a Spree. You remember Shock Tarts?
Oh yeah,
I love sour candies are great.
Warheads.
Warheads.
Why is that not on a Halloween candy list? I mean,
That's a
you should be
great
handing
point.
out Warheads.
Yes. Blue raspberry Warheads were the goat.
That was the best.
It was the best. It was,
It
so
was the
good.
best.
Let's see.
Lemon heads.
We've said many times on the pod that lemon heads are great. You still have a spot to go, by the way.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Laffy Taffy. Are you a Taffy fan? I'm not a Taffy fan either.
They remind me too much of an Airhead where they're just overly sweet. I like the jokes on the outside of a Laffy Taffy.
Yeah. Airhead way better. It's got more stuff to it. Laffy Taffy is just everything feels muted. What else? Are we missing any big candies?
Candy corn. It was a top 10 by weight sold candy.
I'm not into it. It has no flavor. It's just sugar.
I think bad candy corn is just flavor. It's just sweet. I think good candy corn actually has some flavor to it.
I don't know.
It's a vanilla candy.
I guess I have not had it to know. But what about one we forgot? It's not chocolate and it's not sour. A Payday.
Yeah.
I really like a Payday.
It feels like an old person candy.
It does, but it's very good.
I would like, if I had my choice, what I would hand out is Werther Originals, peppermints, those strawberry candies.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are called.
I don't either.
Butterscotches,
Yeah.
cinnamon discs.
You are really a 70-year-old man.
Those are all great candies.
Not all of them. No, not all.
All
of
the
them.
ones I just named are.
No.
What's not?
The cinnamon discs?
Okay, yeah. You're right. I don't like the cinnamon disc. I'm not a cinnamon candy fan.
The strawberry candy is good in my memory. I don't know that I would like it today, though.
Remember Cream Savers?
Yes.
Those were good.
I don't mind a cream saver.
Why are you hating on Werther's Original?
I'm not that. It's
Those are good.
It's too rich. It's not like overly sweet. It's just too rich. It's butterscotch, right?
It's a caramel.
Is it caramel? I don't know. Just that it's too much. Number one, it's too much of that flavor. It's just overpowering. Lauren loves them, and she got me to try a coffee version of it. It was a coffee caramel Werther, and it was better, but it's just not my jam.
Hershey Kiss?
No.
Milky Way?
Now, let me back up. Again, we're talking Halloween candy. A Hershey Kiss, they have a peppermint Hershey Kiss that has bits of peppermint in it for Christmas. That is great.
Fun Dip. Fun Dip. Yeah. That's one of Erica's favorites.
Yeah, I'm replacing Mr. Goodbar with Fun Dip. I forgot. That's a great Halloween candy.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it comes in number 25 on Ranker.
That is a travesty. That didn't even pop up on this list.
Charms Blow Pops. Better or worse than Tootsie Pops?
Better.
I agree.
I think they're better. You like it because the gum lasts longer than the Tootsie Roll.
I don't chew gum.
Ever?
Nope.
Really?
Well, let me take it back. I chewed gum last week for the first time. I was so on pins and needles during Game 7 of the ALCS. I had to chew a piece of gum.
That's funny.
I just had to. But I don't chew gum. Kills my jaw.
Mine is sunflower seeds. When that happens, I'm popping sunflower seeds.
Caramel Apple Pops.
Those are really good.
Are they?
We get those every time we go to the beach. So we don't think of it as Halloween candy. It is a summertime beach candy. I know it doesn't
Caramel
make sense.
apples are full.
Lauren has got me into that though. She takes them to the beach and they're great. It's because it's just like a sour apple outside and that kind of.
Let me say that green apple is also one of the worst flavors, right there with licorice.
I usually don't like it, but it works in that. I will say that it works in that because I avoid green apple Jolly Ranchers. I'll avoid the green apple gummy bears. I avoid green apple every flavor that I can, but in that it works.
Candy corn M&Ms. I forgot they did that a couple years ago.
What? No way.
Cadbury Scream Eggs.
I didn't know they made that.
Apparently they do.
I guess it's just a Cadbury egg. They just renamed it for Halloween. All right, what else? You still have a spot.
I'm trying to decide how to fill that spot.
I'm looking at my list and I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. I like my list a lot.
What do I have?
You have peanut butter M&Ms number 1, gummies number 2, Snickers number 3, and your 4th spot is left open. I am surprised.
Okay, give me Skittles.
I have Skittles at number 3.
Okay. Then you keep Skittles.
I'm going to keep Skittles. I am very surprised, though. It seems like a lot of these lists have Twix and Kit Kat in the top 5. That surprises me. I did not think those were... I knew they were popular, but I didn't think people liked them that much. You got Butterfinger. You got... what else?
Did you take Nerds?
I did take Nerds.
You took Nerds.
I have number 1 Reese's, number 2 Nerds, number 3 Skittles, and number 4 Fun Dip.
That's a good list.
It is a good list. I'm telling you, I'm happy with my list today.
I'm happy with my list.
You need to fill that spot, though.
Does anything even deserve to be there? I've got number 4. This is a candy that's not going to win.
Yeah, because it's going up against Reese's. You could put Blow Pops, Sour Patch Kids. I think we just...
Yeah, we agreed that those would go into the gummy category. I'm looking for my list again.
While we wait on Aaron, just a quick reminder, we would love to know what your favorite Halloween candy is. Let us know in the comments. Very curious to know what your favorite Halloween candy is, because I have a feeling I know what ours is going to be. But we want to know what yours is. So comment on the video, comment on our podcast channel, leave us a review. We don't ask for reviews very often anymore because nobody was doing it. So we just stopped asking. So, but we would love a review if you got time, and you got a little time while we wait on Aaron to figure out what his fourth.
Okay, I want you to help me fill this slot.
Okay.
should I go chocolate or non-chocolate?
I will tell you this: we seem to be hurting in the chocolate category.
That's how I felt.
I know what I would put there.
What would you put there?
I mean, aside from a Mr. Goodbar that I just bumped down, but I don't think you would do that. I think a Butterfinger is probably worth it.
That's where I was headed, was to Butterfinger.
I do like a Kit Kat a lot.
And Kit Kat was my second choice. Give me the Butterfinger
Okay.
for the fourth. I was between Butterfinger, Kit Kat, and a Mounds.
Oh yeah. I think of those three, Butterfinger is probably the way to go. Okay, you want to talk worst?
I want to
don't
talk
you?
worse.
Okay, well, let's get into it.
Welcome to the best things.
These aren't the best things. These are the worst things.
Let's get scratching.
So the podcast is called The Best Things. So we do this segment where it's the opposite, called The Worst Things. You get it? You get it. Okay. All right, Aaron, go ahead.
Are you going to contribute to the worst list?
I'm sure I will, but go.
Okay.
I know you're amped up. You're ready to go.
Well, I've mentioned the Zero Bar several times.
Yes.
So I'm going to contribute it to the worst list.
Okay.
And I'll just remind you what they are. They were created in 1920.
Well, you got facts on facts.
They are caramel, peanut, almond nougat covered with white fudge.
Oh, it's white fudge. It's not just white chocolate.
It's white fudge.
Okay.
They are the nastiest candy bar that exists. The flavor is terrible. Erica tried to convince me that these are good.
He's so mad he's dropping stuff.
I had her to eat one. And she, after eating it, she said, you know what? These are bad.
I remember the last time I had one. It felt chalky. It felt cheap. It felt dirty almost. I remember I have memories as a kid enjoying a Zero Bar, but I mean that was a long time ago. So I think at that point in my life, I just wanted sugar. I didn't care how I got it. I just wanted it.
Do you have something to contribute to the worst list?
I mean, you've got your typical, circus peanuts.
Those are bad.
I think we're looking at the same.
Oh, yeah, we do have the same one pulled up there.
Candy corn for me is still, it's just not good. It's useless. It's very divisive. I don't know that I'm going to put it squarely in the worst because it's not offensive. It's just not good. So it's very neutral for me. I know some people love it, some people hate it. I don't care. I don't get the hype. I don't think it's that great. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's offensive to the palate. I'm not going to do something like that. The peanut butter kisses that's what they call them here. That old school black and orange, individually wrapped.
Those were awful.
No labels. No
I didn't even know
names.
what you call those things.
For the longest time, I thought they were homemade, and maybe they are. I don't know.
They're waxy.
They're terrible.
They'll stick in your mouth like it'll like glue your teeth together.
Yeah, not sure why those were ever really a thing. Anything coated in wax, the wax cola bottles, that you would bite the wax and then
I forgot about
sip the
those.
drink. None of those are very good because you have to go through straight up candle wax to get to the candy. Not good. This list has Bitto honeys in them. In the list, not a lot of people like them. We did Winnie the Pooh as the Halloween theme last year, and Lauren wanted to get these originally because there was honey. Pooh Bear. And so I went and got a couple just to try because she's like, I can't remember what they taste like, and she's like, oh, these are not good. I didn't mind them. They're grainy.
They are,
but the flavor is okay.
Is there a theme for the candy this year?
We have animal crackers. We have regular candy too. But we also have animal crackers.
I love animal crackers. Are they regular animal crackers, frosted animal crackers?
Regular animal crackers because the frosted ones have sprinkles and that's just useless. What's a Mary Jane? This is on this list too. I don't know.
It's another name for marijuana.
I don't know what this Mary Jane
Does it say?
It's made by Necco.
Well, then it's bad.
It's probably. Hold on. worst Mary Janes creeping up. This is they update this list every year, and this has moved up to 6. They're back. Oh, so they went away for a long time, and now they've come back.
Question is why?
It still doesn't say what is in them, and it never does. Okay,
That's
cool.
probably a good reason not to like it.
I can't think of anything other like just bad candy.
Smarties.
No, okay, go on your rant. What is your hate against chalky candy? It's just a texture thing. Is that it?
They're just bad.
I love a good Smartie, man. I will.
This person, this site, food52.com, puts Raisinets in the worst list. I love a Raisinette.
I don't mind Raisinets. I like those actually.
Would you hand them out for Halloween?
No. Oh man, you know a candy? Oh.
What?
Oh,
What?
It's tempting. I don't think I really want to add it though. Oh no.
Wax lips.
No.
I just want you to know that Three Musketeers make Thrillist's worst Halloween candy list.
No. Three Musketeers are great. I like it.
Then put it on your list.
It's not
so great.
It's not top 4 worthy.
Hard grandma candies.
Any of the loose candies in pockets, you know?
Bootleg gummies.
Don't know what that is.
I don't either.
One we forgot, and I'm very tempted to put on my list. I need to gauge your Pixie Sticks.
Pixie Sticks.
Whoo, I
That's
forgot
on
about
that's
that
on a
too.
worse list. Erica loves Pixie Sticks.
Pixie Sticks are fantastic.
You and Erica have very similar candy tastes.
We do. We're similar in a lot of those ways. But I'm gonna include Pixie Stick with Fun Dip. How about that?
Ooh, Sixlets. I forgot about Sixlets.
Sixlets.
I like those.
I don't remember Sixlets.
They're in a little package and they're like little tiny BBs. They're chocolate.
Oh, that's right. They're basically
Candy coated?
They're better than M&Ms.
Yeah, they are.
They're softer. Goobers. You remember Goobers?
oh,
Just
I do
chocolate
remember.
covered peanuts.
Yep.
I love Goobers.
I like a peanut cluster.
Tempting to put it on my bracket. Very, very tempting.
But here we go. Mary Jane's.
He wouldn't win though.
Speaking of gross peanut butter taffy,
Oh.
this is exactly that, but hard. I never knew whether that was by design because I'm pretty sure they stopped making these in the 1930s but had such a surplus that they keep repackaging them
feels
with new
accurate.
expiration dates.
Yeah, any of those kind of things that feel like they just were left over from wartime. Yeah.
They put Double Bubble on their worst list.
No. Now, Double Bubble is not going to last you very long. Double Bubble is one of those
flavors,
things you
there
eat
you
it
go.
and then you spit it out after
They had Bazooka Gum on here
5
too.
minutes.
What do you think about Bazooka Gum?
Same thing. I mean, it's all the same.
Zebra Stripe.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Okay.
Fireballs.
Smarties number 3.
I don't like cinnamon candy.
I'm out on cinnamon candy.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of cinnamon candies.
Big Red.
Yeah, none of those stuff.
Anything that isn't candy. Pretzels, pennies, fruit snacks.
Yeah,
I would not be mad at Welch's Fruit Snacks or Mott's Fruit Snacks. Those don't make me mad.
I don't think that's. I think that's an old trope. I don't think kids care anymore. They just want something good. If it's something that's homemade, don't do that for Halloween. That's
Like what?
like I know people that used to would make popcorn balls and give those out.
Well, I like
Homemade
a popcorn ball.
Yeah, but like to a stranger coming up to your house getting something homemade like that, that's weird. Like I don't know you. I don't know your kitchen.
But I know me.
Yeah, we could have it. If you made it and brought it to my house, I'd be okay with it.
I got you.
But if I'm taking my daughter to somebody's house that I don't know and they give her a homemade popcorn ball in a brown paper bag, it's cellophane, it just said, "Here you go." That's not getting eaten. It's getting thrown away immediately because your cat may have been crawling all over your countertop. You know,
Fair point.
that's not okay.
I got you.
But if it's, we've been known to do that here. You do animal crackers. It goes with the theme of the costumes of the house. That stuff I think is okay. Kids like those things, so I think it's fine.
Toothbrushes?
That house is getting egged, even by the 6-year-olds. The 6-year-olds throwing eggs. Okay. Anything else? We have exhausted the candy world, I think.
Man. I think we have.
Okay. Let us bracket.
If you want to be the best, you have to beat the rest. This is the Best Things Bracket.
8 candies have made our list. Only one will remain to take on our current 2-time defending champion, the month of November. November awaits in more ways than one.
It does.
All right.
It is happening 2 days after this airs.
That's absolutely right. I can't wait, honestly,
5 p.m. sunsets are right around the corner.
because next week's going to feel great. Cold weather finally moves in. It's
Halloween Day, it's going to be chilly.
going to be cold, man. And I think we're both wearing shorts, aren't we?
We are.
Okay, first up we have peanut butter M&Ms versus Fun Dip. PB M&Ms Fun Dip. 3, 2, 1.
PBMs.
M&Ms. Let's get off the eraser. Next up we have Gummies v Skittles. 3, 2, 1.
Gumby.
Gummies. Next up, we have Reese's versus Butterfinger. 3, 2, 1.
Butterfinger. Just kidding. Reese's.
You caught me off guard. It is Reese's all the way. And then finally, we have Nerds versus Snickers. 3, 2, 1.
Snicker.
Nerds. Okay. Nerds 1 to 10. 3, 2, 1.
6.
8. That is 14.
Yep.
My math is right.
It is.
Snickers 1 to 10. 3, 2, 1. 8.
7.
So Snickers advances by 1. All right, M&Ms versus gummies, or peanut butter M&Ms. Got to be specific with that one. Peanut butter M&Ms versus gummies. 3, 2, 1.
PBMs.
Gummies. Peanut butter M&Ms. 3, 2, 1.
10.
9. Gummies. 3, 2, 1.
9.
8. PB M&Ms advances. I changed my mind halfway through. As I was saying gummies, I was like, you don't really mean that. Why did that come out of your mouth? You don't really mean it. Reese's versus Snickers. 3, 2, 1.
Reese's.
And Reese's versus peanut butter M&Ms. 3, 2, 1.
PBMs.
Really? I'm going to go Reese's. I already had it halfway written down. Peanut butter M&Ms. 3.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Are we putting the single peanut butter M&M versus the entire Reese's universe? Or is it the peanut butter M&M versus a Reese's peanut butter cup? Or what is the criteria here?
I said all Reese's.
So the all 63
Sure.
things versus one thing?
Sure.
I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever.
All right, we can go. Do we want to narrow it down to the traditional Reese's items, like just peanut butter chocolate,
I think it, yeah. I
whatever
think,
form that comes in? Cup, pumpkin, tree, just traditional chocolate, peanut butter. Does that help narrow it down a little bit more?
yes.
Okay. All right. Peanut butter M&Ms 1 to 10. 3, 2, 1. 8.
10.
Keep going to the eraser on this thing. Reese's 3, 2, 1. 10.
9.
That does it. Reese's. Congratulations. Not a big surprise.
I need to ask though, because I feel like you agreed with me earlier that the peanut butter M&M is better than the Reese's.
I said the Reese's the peanut butter M&M is better than the Reese's Pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where it's better. Overall, Reese's is still the better.
Okay.
I will if you put peanut butter M&Ms and
Or
a thing of Reese's in front of me, I'm choosing Reese's 100%.
Even if it was a cup.
Yeah.
Even if it was a miniature cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's the sugar-free ones I have in my office right now.
What if it was a white fudge cup
No.
or a white chocolate cup?
I'm probably picking peanut butter M&Ms.
Okay. I feel like the peanut butter M&Ms encapsulate everything that a Reese's cup is, but much more portable. Easier to eat.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know if it's that much more portable.
Oh, it is. I mean, you're not getting chocolate all over your fingers.
It doesn't stay in my hand long enough to get chocolate
It is,
on my fingers.
It is also a longer lasting
Oh my gosh.
candy. I gotta say it. You know I have to say that because it's true.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make a Reese's peanut butter cup. I'm just gonna bite it and eat it. Peanut butter M&M?
Exactly.
I skin those things.
You leave it. Oh my god. I don't want to know.
I'm gonna bite the candy shell off of it. I'm gonna then suck the chocolate down, and then I'm gonna eat that peanut butter.
He's having peanut butter in liquid form by the end of that thing. Let's figure out.
It may be the best thing today, but is it the best thing of all time? It's time for the best thing battle.
Have you ever purchased the just Reese's peanut butter in the jar?
No,
It's pretty good.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, you can get it at Walmart, just like a thing at Jif or Skippy.
That's a GIF.
Okay, is Reese's candy, almost just said peanut butter cup, is Reese's better than the month of November? Which of these two things is the best? I don't know how close this is going to be. I have my answer. 3, 2, 1, November. That is correct. November, 3-time MVP.
It's going all the way.
It very well could, man. We're almost to November, so will something in November knock it off?
Wouldn't that be ironic?
That would be the definition of irony, I think.
Ah, wow.
All right. You got anything else for the people today?
Well, tell them what you are wearing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. So, well, we're wearing pretty much the same thing, I think. We're a growing group of costume wearers. So the family we had to do something incorporated kids this year, and so I think the wives were very bent on making sure the kids were animals.
That's right.
And so what are Eric and Harrison gonna be? Are they monkeys?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think Lauren landed on giraffes for them.
Monkey sounds correct.
And then you and I are like zookeepers. Are you just straight up zookeeper?
Sure. I've got tan shorts and a tan shirt.
That's what I got too.
So whatever that is, Steve Irwin,
We are
zookeeper.
Jack Hanna and Steve Irwin or
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know. So that's what we're doing. So if you're in the area, we're not going to tell you what our address is on a podcast, but if you're in the area and know us, come by and you can ask us.
We should do
you gonna
an
be?
episode in our costumes.
I think we have said that every year during the Halloween one. But we really should. With the accents. Just butchering an Australian accent. Just we have listeners from Australia. I think that is one of our top 5 countries that listens to
wow.
us. So all of you Aussies down there who can't
Thanks, mate.
who add R's in places that should not have I daren't want to go there. R's just get put in the most random
What's that
places.
nasty thing they eat down there? Not Marmite, is it? Is it Marmite?
It's Marmite or Vegemite. I can't remember which one they are because
One's
they're
UK.
one, yeah, and I don't remember what theirs might be Vegemite.
Maybe.
I don't remember. They call they do like white bread with sprinkles on it.
Do they really?
It's called fairy bread. It's just, of course, they don't call them sprinkles. They call them hundreds and thousands.
Are you down for a donut with hundreds and thousands on it?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh.
All right. Well, have a happy and safe Halloween for all of those listening to the pod. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, subscribe, all the stuff that you already know how to do. Anything else?
Go Rangers.
That's right. Go
Go.
Rangers. Hopefully, they're going to lock it up this by the time you're listening to this.
I will be ecstatic.
All right, for the best things, I'm Craig.
I'm Aaron.
Thanks for listening to the Best Things Podcast.
See you next time.
If you liked today's episode, subscribe and leave us a review wherever you're listening now. And remember, connect with us on the socials at Best Things Pod, and you may hear your take on an upcoming episode.